Might as well try and make this cat. Hopefully it doesn't fall. More light. This is my solder process. I'm a little shaky. Oh no! That's okay. This happens a lot. We're gonna piece it back together. And solder her back. I may have to do it on her side for a minute. Because the cat will stop trying to move. It's hard to get it all soldered on. You know, to get it all to stick. Without it falling on me. Okay. I am shaky today. Alright, we're trying to do the cat's body here. It's very thin wire that I'm working with, so we're gonna have to, you know, like, fix it later, like, get it in the right area. Can't be losing none of the solder, I kinda need all that. Alright. Can y'all see? It might be a little hard to see. Alright, let's keep going. Let's get this thicker so it can stop falling on me. We gotta get the booty of this kitty cat, and its legs fell off. The kind of stuff to deal with when I'm doing the solder stuff. If I get it too hot, it falls off. Cool thing is you can put it right back on. Alright. Gather up all that. A little bit more chest. And here. Get that really on there so it'll stop trying to fall. You gotta solder everything together. Like this has to be soldered to that. Make sure that it's actually stuck. Let's see if I can make this a little better for y'all. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do. Letting y'all see what I'm doing. And still being able to see y'all. So, I won't be able to see what y'all are saying if y'all actually come on my live. So, I'm sorry about that. I'm just trying to make this cat. If anybody wants to watch, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. You do you, boo-boos. Hello, I'm making a cat out of stained glass solder. This cat is gonna be a stand-up cat. I already have a sitting down cat, standing up cat, and a stretching cat. And now I'm trying to do me a one that's standing up. I'm attempting to do some with an arm that is up in the air, and that's always kind of hard to do because the arm could very well fall off. But it's okay because it can very well be put back on, because this is stained glass solder and it's easily melted. There goes my person. Did they say anything? I don't know what to do. I'm just making this cat. If you want to watch me make this cat, that is super awesome. But I am okay still with if you don't want to watch me make this cat, because I'm going to make it anyways, regardless on whether people are watching me or not. I'm still going to make this a badass looking cat out of this stained glass solder wire I've got. And no, I haven't found anybody else that does this. Trust me, I've tried. But there just isn't anybody that makes this kind of thing. Except for me. But I'd like to see other people try it. It's very time consuming and sometimes it really gets on my nerves. But it really comes out looking really cool. And I'm just making a cat. Out of stained glass solder. And if this is something that makes you think, ooh, cool, then right on. I think it's pretty cool looking. It comes together quite nicely. I gotta do the chest. Now it's just the bottom of the chest of my kitty cat, which we have not made the head of yet. So I say we, but it's just me. I'm the only one that does this. Gotta make sure everything's melted together, otherwise it will pop off whenever it's dry. Or I say dry, whenever it's cooled off. And you don't want that. I don't want that. I want it to be one piece, you know? So you gotta make sure that the stuff underneath it is just as melted as the stuff above, but not too much, because if you have too much, then it'll just fall. You done melted it too much. I know nobody's there, but that's okay. Let's see, I'm gonna do the chest. So let's flip it over and do the chest. There's the kitty cat. I don't really make the conventional kitty cat. They kind of look weird, but I like them. A little bit of the shoulder. Make it a little bigger, a little more catty. Yeah. Let's finish the chest up. Fill that in. Make it bigger. Because it's a cat's chest. You know? You see how that does that? It just like flopped over on me. Make this chest bigger. Let's do it from this angle. Alright, chest is a little bigger. I need another rod. Sorry I don't talk a lot. I can't really see y'all either though. This is just a stained glass solder cat I'm making. For like a little 3D printer, I swear. Going from one side to the other. Printing on. So, making sure that everything's melted together. No holes, no holes. There we go. That's together right there. This thing needs a bigger shoulder on this side. Getting that together. I'm gonna do this other side. Make sure that stays up. This side's not going to be that easy. I've got that one leg. Doing its thing like that. Be super careful. And if anybody wanted to know how I made cats and squirrels, and if anybody wanted to know how I made cats and squirrels and that bunny that I made, this is how I made it. Well, you know, pretty much, because, oh no, that's okay. Like I said, things like to fall off if I make things too hot. So what we do is we put it back on. And then we'll fix it. Gravity. You gotta do it with gravity. Gravity's not always my friend on this. Okay. Right. Go back. There's a hole. Yeah. No more holes in the front. Got that. It is twisted a bit. Oops. Front. I mean, it'll be fixed around and stuff once I'm done. I want to make sure I got the shape right. Shish kebabs. Just sometimes I have to blow on it. Just so it'll hard nut. Making some legs. It's starting to look like a cat now, guys. Just sideways again. And there's a leg. Look at that. Now we gotta get the other leg done, and then we can do the tail. I like cleaning it up. Sometimes this stuff can get pretty darn sharp. Okay, so let's flip this one over and start doing that one. I'm going to try to do this one standing up just a little bit. I try something new almost every time because I mostly forget about what I did to begin with and how I made it. So things are different, but they always end up looking almost the same. But cats are weird looking, so well, I have 2 cats myself. They're fun. I love cats. I also love dogs, but I have not yet made a dog in stained glass solder because I just have not had the confidence to do so yet. But I'm sure eventually I will. I need something to prop that up. There we go. And solder, stained glass solder, this wonderful kitty. I still have not made the face for this kitty, which is weird because usually I make the face first. But today I decided we're gonna do the leg, or we're gonna do the body first, which is, like I said, really weird for me, but it'll work out. These legs just do not want to stay. But that is okay, because like I said, they can always be fixed. I can fix the one over here. Okay. Now, flip it over. I need to clean this. My tip is getting a little dirty. Alright, there we go. It's around so I can actually see it too. There we go. And now we're going to do the inside of this leg. This wonderful kitty cat that I am making. And it's kind of cool to go on live. I don't normally do this, so like, little treat for everybody that likes the stuff that I make, or anybody that's just looking because they have not much else to do. I love you all. And I'm one again, but hello the one. I hope you are enjoying watching me make this kitty out of the solder. Because we're making solder kitties. Okay, let's stand it up. Turn it around a little bit. Fix this area. I swear, sometimes it feels like I'm like a little 3D printer. But I'm not a 3D printer. I am a person. I am a person doing person things. But then again, I'm doing things that I haven't seen anybody else do. And I've seen like people make jewelry out of stained glass solder, but that's a different kind of solder that I'm using. This is strictly normally for stained glass. But I'm weird. And I use things that are meant for other things, for stuff. And that's okay. You know, I'm an artist, and that's just what we do. Or at least that's what I do. I'm going to stress this thing, make it a foot. Okay. And those little things of stained glass solder does not like does not like to be structurally sound, but it's good for details. Alright, let's see. Look and see what I need next, and that would be hips. I need hips. Well, it needs hips. Otherwise, it'll look really crazy. I'll try to prop it up a little bit. There. I'm running out of cane. I'm going to be in some weird positions sometimes to get this done. Okay. This way, get that on there. There. And I know, my cats are skinny. I get it. My real life cats aren't. Well, they're babies still, so kind of small, I guess. But they're getting bigger. I'm going to get another cane because this thing is way too small, and I'm going to burn my freaking fingers if I do not get a longer one. Alright, let's do his butthole. its butt, baby. And you cat butt. Booty, kitty. And kitty's booties are not that big. Not really. Looks like we need more right there. Let's fill in. Alright. And I'm guessing now I get to do the tail part, which is probably not going to be that easy. But who knows? I usually go through these things pretty fast. Let's see if I can make the tail without it falling over. It's already trying. Okay. Let's see if I can get something that'll fuck that up. While I'm doing that's too small, so there's no way. Oh well. We will figure it out as we go, is what that is. Just hold on to that. Alright. Well, maybe it'd be better if I laid it down. Look at that. Let's see. My art is just as new to me normally as it is to everybody else because I've never actually made one of these before. I've made cats, but I haven't made one of. Ow! That was really hot. I've never made this kind of cat before. Everything that I make is unique, one of a kind. No molds, as you can see. I'm trying to prove that I have no molds. And I'm not doing this with 3D printer. I am the freaking 3D printer on this. I am the printer. It comes out of my brain. And only my brain. And then I make it. And it's either going to look exactly like it was in my brain, or it's going to look cooler. Either way. I'm attempting this tail, and I'm hoping that I can get it just as curly. You know, like I want it to be curly. I think that'd be really cool. I've never done a curly tail before, so here's hoping. I had that one that kind of looked like a infinity symbol. Gosh darn it. It's gotta set right there. Okay. I'm gonna get this curl, this little loop-de-loop in the tail if it kicks my behind. I know, I sound weird. I have children, so it's kind of like made my own words. Like the F word is fudge nuggets now. Because I have a little feral boy. Darn. You know what? That's okay. Because I can do that from up here. I may just have to forfeit this piece. Or just make it a piece of it. Why not? We'll make it look cool. Yeah. Alright. Now it's really just making it thicker. And making sure that it's on there good. See? It wasn't on there good and it settled. But that's okay because I can fix that. One nice swoop of blonde. And that is part of that now. So far, I think it looks cool. I want it to stay together. So let's not do it. Ooh, huh. I'm just throwing it. It's cool. Okay. Turn it. Trying to fuse that smaller cane in with this bigger stuff. So it'll be 1 instead of 2, and it won't fall apart. Sometimes you need a little bit more because that's a little thin. Hold on to it. There we go. Now that's one thing. Alright. Twist it, move it. Okay. We're gonna make this look cool, right? I just like to mess with details. There we go. We got a curly tail. Right on. Alright, so we have this, guys. See? It looks like I need a little bit more right there. Alright, let's fill in that area. Make sure it is nice and melted in with everything else. We don't need the tail falling off. That would suck a lot of behind. Okay. Let's fix this area. I'm not trying to make this one too pokey. You know what I mean? Like, stained glass solder can get very sharp. It can be very sharp. I don't even think you can see that. Just an area that needs a little bit more love. Let's see, I do this and I look it over and I make sure that I got it right. I've got it knit wrong so many times now in my life, and I think I got it right this time. But I have to say, my first ones that I made in general were squirrels, and they were adorable, and they sold. They are definitely sold and gone. I do have one squirrel left, though. It's a big squirrel. Alright, guys. Put that there. I gotta figure out what I want to use for the face. I've got a lot of glass tiles that I've been using for the face, for the eyes. This is what I have. I'm not exactly sure which ones I want to use. Any suggestions for the cat? I've got these. I mean, I've got a lot. I just don't know which ones I want to use. Let's see. Maybe these for this one. I'll use these. They're kind of small. There we go. And then put this back over there. I'll use these eyes. End up like this. Okay. And then clean this with us. I'm gonna have to invest in another one of these soon because look, it was all on me. It looks crazy. Okay. Alright, so to start my face, I like to put a nice big one right there. And that starts it. And then I come around. And now it'll start looking really weird in the very beginning, but it won't look crazy later. Like, trust the process. This is the cat's face. Okay, these are his eyeballs. And this is the beginning of his face. Or her face. It doesn't matter. Girl cat, boy cat. It's a cat. I gotta build up. Building up. Looking good, looking good. That really hurts my fingers now. Yes, let's make ourselves a new cane. Beautiful. I don't have anybody anymore. You're all gone. That's okay. I'm so used to doing this by myself. It is nuts. This is just, my process, my thing. Nobody else does it. So, might as well rock it, right? And I've Googled these. I've tried. I only found one other person that does somewhat on the doing something else with stained glass solder than what it's originally meant for. But he does other things, but it's very pretty, and I love what he does. Like, hands down, it's gorgeous. Okay. But I don't make that much jewelry stuff. So my stuff is made with the stained glass solder for like stained glass solder, like stained glass windows. Because you are not going to be wearing this. You need to get it and put it somewhere and, admire it. And that's pretty much it. Like, you should not be wearing or trying to wear my product. I'm getting closer to it looking like a kitty cat. Look how pretty this kitty's gonna be. You see the face is already coming together. Look at that. It's a kitty. And then if you weren't here, this is the body I made on live. And this is the head that's gonna go on the body. flip it over. It's really hot. There we go. And then I gotta fill this in. I gotta let it harden before I can really fuse it together like that, because if you don't, it's gonna get everywhere. It's not gonna do what you want it to do. Remember gravity. Gravity will take your metal really fast and put it somewhere you don't want it to be. At this stage, it's a little easier for me to put this on here to help me keep it steady while I'm doing this. Otherwise, it'll rock back and forth. That was weird. I just kind of took it with it, didn't it? Only melted some of that stick. Okay. Fill in the back of the eyes. Beautiful. And other side. I'm gonna let gravity work for me instead of against me on this. Fill it in. Away. Okay. That first one was so much easier, but it just depends on a lot of things, actually. The wind, the temperature of everything, the angle, everything. You gotta make the back of the head, you know, so we can have ears, since it's a cat. Well, and an animal in general, because, you know, everybody has the back of the head. And I'm talking to nobody again. That's okay. Like I said, I'm gonna finish this cat regardless whether people are gonna watch me or not. So I'm gonna semi 3D print this cat's head onto it. It feels like more like a tack weld, you know, because I'm just touching it to weld it onto there, to solder it. Alright. There we go. There's the back of the head. And now I've got these tiny ones. Okay. I'm going to do this one as close to that as possible. Okay. Y'all haven't figured this out. This is for the ears. Like I said before, I know it looks crazy right now, but trust the process. Trust the process. There. Okay. You gotta shape it. I mean, like as best as you possibly can. You know, your cat. Going forward. Okay. I am still a person. Thank you. The puzzle piece was right. Great. Great. Okay. Well, this is me, and this is my project that we're looking at. Here you go. And yeah, I'm a person. Human person. That is just making a solder cat. Y'all like cats, right? I'm making its ears now. A Makita cat. But I'm definitely not AI. I'm a 40-year-old mom that likes to make things with various types of wire. Well, I also like to dabble in glass and wood. I do my fair share of dremeling and do some stuff with epoxy. I'm really like a jack of all trades when it comes to the art scene. I can also draw and paint, but I don't do that often. I have to be in the mood for it. Well, technically, I have to be in the mood for all types of my art. But I got the tism, so it kind of goes with it. So I'm hoping that these big balls are going to be on the other side of this, because it looks really cool. Like my bunny I made yesterday. That's right here. It's the bunny I made yesterday. It's pretty big. Got an abalone shell. So, but this is going to be, a cat. And if y'all have like any animals you think I could try to do, I mean, like I'm down for trying. Like, just, I know this one person wanted me to do a penguin, and I'm still trying to piece that together in my head before I can piece it together in real life. I really just make things that my brain thinks would be cool at that moment. But sometimes a person's suggestion will really get that up and running for me, because I might actually think that that's pretty cool too, and totally, I'll try that. And I'm having a great time doing this. I love seeing the end results, because I myself also am not 100% sure what it's going to look like until it's done. It's kind of like people in pottery, because they don't and glass blowing, because you don't exactly know what it's going to actually look like until you take it out of the kiln. That's when you'll know what it actually looks like. The colors, the shape, if it came out all right, did it have bubbles in it, So with this, I'm thinking, I don't know what design's going to be on the other side of this, but I always hope for the best, and I don't ever really disappoint myself on that much, because it does seem to work out. Alright, are y'all ready to see the inside of the first ear? Alright. Well, I guess hold on to this one. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Look at that. Come on and focus. Focus on this. Okay, well, you can kind of see it from there. It looks really cool. Alright, now for the other ear. I'm going to try to finish this entire thing while I'm on the live. Y'all be able to see everything that I did from start to finish, guys. I'm like the mold on, and there wasn't much of a mold there to begin with. Okay. Second ear. It's kind of hard to see on my side. Let me move it around. Can y'all see it? Okay, good. Or whoever it might actually be watching this. Hello. I hope you enjoy watching it, and I hope that if you do these kinds of things, I'd love to see them, for one. And for two, if I'm giving you some ideas, that's great. Make yourself something cool. or make somebody else something cool. It doesn't really matter. If it makes you happy, then it's not that bad. I like that song. If it makes you happy, can't be that bad. You know. Well, you may not know that song. I don't know. I don't know you. But, yeah, it's a song. I feel cold now because my songs, my music is on the oldie station now. But I think it's hilarious because my kids think that music is new. Just like how they thought that the cartoons, and I'm talking like Darkwing Duck, okay? She comes into the living room excited about this new TV show. And I had to tell her, girl, that ain't new. I've watched Darkwing Duck since I was like 6. I don't know exactly what age I was when I was watching that. I'm 40 now, so you do the math. I'm not a mathy kind of person. I'm an artsy kind of person. There's a difference. But I'm sure there's people that are artsy and mathy. All power to them, man. Hot. Not this part, that part. Okay. I gotta stop setting these things down and then setting my hand right on top of it. Plasma will not be happy with me. Well, really, they only care about bruises, so I guess I'm okay. I burn the hell out of my hand almost every day. But what comes out of it is really cool, so hey. I have not seen an artist out there that doesn't hurt themselves on the daily. And if you're out there, please tell me how you do it. Because I'm an artist that literally hurts themselves like all the fucking time. I don't mean to. All the time. But like I said, don't mean to. Like doorknobs just come out of nowhere, I swear. Alright. Let's turn this over and finish the ears from the other side. Oh, that's cool. I'm so happy that it came out like that. That's awesome. I mean, it kind of looks like a bunny, but whatever. It could be a bunny cat. Cat bunny. Wait, a cat dog. I mean, come on. No, I still don't know how the hell cat dog went to the bathroom. I'm still confused about that. All these years later. How in the heck did cat dog go to the bathroom? How? How did cat dog do that? Because they're literally like fused together in that exact area. So how do they go potty? I mean, like, I get that it's a cartoon and it really just doesn't actually matter. But it's confusing. Why make a cartoon where, I mean, the character clearly can't go to the bathroom? Like this one anime that I watched where this guy pretty much eats through his mustache or his nose because where is his mouth? He doesn't have one. If he does, he doesn't show it. I'm just trying to make it to where it doesn't look like I had a border and it's a part of it, you know? But you and me, we know it was a border first. But that's okay, because it looks really freaking cool. Oh, the whiskers are just super fun to do, let me tell you. But I gotta put the head on this thing first. Okay, so we gotta make a neck. I don't have a neck. Ain't no neck to this thing. Okay, let's make a neck. So am I gonna connect it to? Yeah? That I need it to be connected to this really well. Because, like I said, this is the neck, and you don't want the head falling off. Okay, let's see how, maybe right to here, because it will go down a little bit. Okay, here is the cat. Let me get all my stuff out. There's that part. You see it? Okay, so what do we want to do? We want the cat to be looking like that. Hot. Okay, we want the cat to be looking like this. So we're gonna melt this down onto the body. And make that neck. I gotta make more of a neck because this thing is skinny. Look how skinny that neck is. Oh, skinny neck. This fused together, so I guess I'm just gonna use it. Don't you dare, kitty. Don't. No, I want you to be looking up like that. And I can't if you're gonna move your head. Okay, you see what it's doing? Gravity, babe. Gravity is my worst enemy when it comes to this. Okay, I don't want that part. Okay. Strengthen the kitty cat's neck so it doesn't have a crazy old neck later and his head's just looking at the ceiling and we're wondering what the cat's looking at. It's because its head was too heavy and I didn't do the neck right. So we're gonna do the neck right. Yeah. We're gonna make sure that it's on there really good. Really, really good. I need a little bit more on this side, but not a lot. Okay. I can't have any of it not melted though, because if I have any of it not melted, that is very, very unstable. Now for the whiskers, and I've got stainless steel wire for that. So I'll go one. There's one for each side. I dropped you. I thought, sorry, I dropped you, but I did. And you're back. So, hey, all right, let's do these whiskers. I'm gonna do a couple more sizes because we want at least 3 whiskers on each side. Pushing things and messing with stuff. And I think that one's gonna be the longest one. So I'm gonna do this. So we've got that one and that one. And let's see, Yeah, that's kind of in the middle of the tube. Okay, there's that. And now we've got to shape our whiskers, okay? Because it's really hard to shape them after. Okay, we're gonna twirl it. Okay, twirl a little bit more so we have this. And then we're gonna make them crinkly. Okay, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna do that to like all of them. I gotta make sure that they're all in the right area. Okay. Twist it. And then make it look all crinkly. This one's going to be doing it this way because this is going to be that side of the face. The other side will go the other direction. See? Here we go. Another one. Okay. Like this. Bend it a little. And those, that goes right there with those. Okay. We will put this side on. I'm going to have to switch hands. The love of being ambidextrous. Oh, I do, in fact, love being ambidextrous. It's amazing. I'm going to do the small one first. Hold on. Small one. It's easier to go bottom to up. Okay. And make it. Poke it in there. Alright. The next one. Alright, here we go again. I'm going to make it really hot. And then I'm going to poke it in, but it didn't work that time. Sometimes it takes a little while. I'm not even holding this right. Right here. Okay, it's being difficult. I just don't want to burn myself, but really, I just burn myself all the time anyway, so really, I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh my goodness, why are you being difficult? Maybe it's just not bent right. Too much of a bend. There we go. Ha, got it. Next one. The third one for this face. Or at least this side. I mean, it's still fused, right? No, it's not. Why is this middle one having so much trouble? Okay. I'm get a little bit on here. It needs to be cleaned. Yeah, it's not holding on. Let's try it again. This whisker wants to fight me. I don't want it to fight me, but it is fighting me. Why is this so difficult today? It's not on there right. It's gonna make me flabbergasted. It's being a poo-poo head at the moment, and I really wish it would stop being a poo-poo head. Okay, let's see if they're all on there. Yay! So now for the next group, for the other side of the face. I'm gonna do their loops first, and then I'll make them look. Okay, so we've got this. Now we're gonna bend, 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 and bend. Okay, this goes on this side. Oh, I like to do the small ones first. Bend it. Okay. That one. I know y'all can't see this, but I'm bending them like the other ones, okay? Alright. Next. Okay, fingers, hold on to it now. Keep a hold. I'm also trying to make sure that y'all can see this. Hot. Gets hot real fast. Okay. I don't know why the first one's always so gosh darn easy and then the rest have to be such poo-poo heads, but it's usually how it works. And yeah, it does get quite hot sometimes. Like, I'm holding it, but you don't really want to. I don't really want to, but I do it. It's the easiest way to keeping it on there and, doing what I needed to do without it falling, then I know that I have a grip on it. And it goes. That side went a lot nicer. That one was so much nicer to me. Okay. That in there. And I'm going to fix these. They at least look somewhat like the other ones. You're choking. It's loose again. It's not joking because it likes to do this to me. But that's okay. Like I said, learning stuff. I'm not trying to make these things gigantic. And it's not gigantic. It actually looks really good. Okay. It's still really easy to move. I don't like it being that easy to move. Should be quite hard to move, actually. But it's moving around. Shouldn't. There. Now it's steady. All right. Y'all ready to see the cat standing up? Oh, y'all watched me make it this whole time? All right. Let's put it in the... There's the cat everybody watched me make. With a curly tail. There it is. Thank y'all for being a part of that. I had a lot of fun doing that. So that cat's gonna go into my collection of all the ones that need to be sold. So if you want to, you can go on my Facebook account. It's this exact same name. That, and my last name is Kofnovic. But you'll see my picture and stuff on there. You'll know it's me. And then in my in there I have a marketplace, and I don't know, and you don't have to go through there. You can also message me on here if you want to, and we can figure out how to get it to you. So, yeah. I want to say super excitingly thank you for the ones that actually stayed. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. But that's how I make stuff out of stained glass solder. And now you got to see the only standing cat I'm going to make. So, thank y'all. And y'all, I'll talk to y'all later then. Thank y'all for staying.